race, because there's a market gap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like you had all these Perry supporters, like myself, who are disillusioned. We're done with him, right? And it's like we're not going to vote for Romney.
Right.
We don't want to support Romney, and like because like he's like the liberal, right? And then you have like Ron Paul, who's like the lunatic fringe, right? So like who's like the strict regular conservative that has like a real shot at this thing, right? There's an opening for this. Like Bachmann was just pushed out of the side by Perry because we realized she's not everything Perry is, and now we realize Perry isn't all that we thought he would be. Now we're looking for somebody who completes the package, right? Now is when Alan West should enter the race because he has all the conservative features of these other people. He's a Christian right-winger, what you call an evangelical type. He has that going on, but he has something that the rest of them don't have. He has military experience, 20 years in the military as an officer. He has executive experience, and I personally believe it is immoral for a president or a commander-in-chief to take over when they have no military experience at all. Because they're sending other kids, we're in war right now, they're sending other kids or other parents' children off to go die. At least they should have fought in it themselves. This guy not only has military experience, he has combat experience. So it's not, he has the moral high ground. He's not a hypocrite sending somebody else's kids off to die when he himself never fought. He fought. He was in the front lines in Iraq and Afghanistan. Iraq on 2 different wars. So I think right now he should enter the race. I know he won't do it, but I think he should. Christie, I think, can go in there and scoop up everybody's votes. Yeah. But the problem with Christie, again, no military experience. Otherwise, I would be on the Kaine train. I think Kaine is a great candidate.
Yeah, Herman Cain.
I love Herman Cain, but the problem is no military. I think Newt Gingrich can handle his way around politics. And both of these guys are pro-Israel. Both of them are conservative. And I would support either of them, but they, again, no military experience. And I don't understand it because the Republicans have like 25 people running, and none of them, except Perry, have any military. What's going on? How could they end up like that? This is the first time I can remember like Republicans didn't have military guys up on the stage. I'm like shocked. So that's my take on it. I know you're going to support Christie if he gets in. I'm still hoping that somebody with military shows up. Now would be the opportune time. But I think I'm disillusioned with Perry. Although if he ran against Obama, I would gladly vote for him.
Yeah.
Right. But
or if it was a choice between him and Romney.
Oh yeah, Romney. I don't. To me, he's just a lying politician.
He's a technocrat. He thinks that he's a great manager and doesn't really stand for anything.
And he's just a politician, and like he waffles, and you get one answer from him this week, and those are the kind of guys that just make me, Lakewood Rob said something here that I actually agreed with. He said, "I have poor American friends in college who do not get that Texas deal for illegals." Yeah. Me too. Yeah. I think everybody relates to this one. This is why I think that he's dead in the water, because it's very few families in America that can't relate to the following statement. I can't afford college either for me or for my kids or whatever. Why are we giving money to the illegals? Yeah. What about us? So this is just, I just can't see him winning the Republican nomination. I think he's done. Okay, hey, Blev the Champ's in there. Hey, Blev. You like Herman Cain. All right. John Kerry had military experience, yeah. He did. He went to Vietnam and came back and just compared everybody there to Genghis Khan. Okay. So there's that. So we covered that?
Yeah.
Efficiently. You want to talk about Obama's slip of the tongue yesterday?
You go ahead and handle it.
All right, let me see what's happening here with the game. 9-9. Oh, this is an exciting game. And Boston just scored a run at the top of the ninth. You can just see that window right now, and that score thing is the ninth inning. Okay, so yesterday our beloved president.
Who's Emily? Jacob Kleidman's in the room.
Oh, hey, Jacob Kleidman. Emily might be his girlfriend. Hey, Emily loves the no beard look. Hey, she likes the no beard look, man. Okay. What do you think, man? Put it right there. Emily puts it. Okay, so here's the deal on who's in the. Let's give some shout outs. I want to see who's in the chat room. We got Isaiah. How's it going? Clyde's is in there. Who is this person? Razzle Frazzle? Who is that? And we got Henry. We got the Liquid Rob. How's it going, folks? I don't know who Razzle is. Let us know. And Blev the Champ was in there 5 seconds ago. So hey, Blev, how's it going? I know who Blev is now. Good guy. All right, now. Yesterday, our beloved president said something that was very interesting and must be discussed. He was talking to the Congressional Black Caucus, okay, which is a bunch of, it's about 60 black congressmen and women, congresspeople. The only one only black member of the Congress who's not there is Alan West. He said, this is just ridiculous. So, you know, he didn't have that slave mentality that the rest of them have with like, you know, America owes us because we're black, and Alan West just like said no, and he walked away. And it's like, you know the slave thing that was almost 200 years ago, move on,
Right.
you know, it's like, you know, he's just an American, you know, and he's got black skin, he's an American, and the rest of them are like, oh no, you owe us something. You know, you owe us something because, you know, reparations and all this, and this whole, you know, slave mentality is like, you know, not the way. Okay, so anyways, so Obama was there, right? So there's already, you know that there's already an atmosphere in there amongst the black, just the fact that they even have a black caucus. There's no Jew caucus, is there? Is there a Jew caucus in the Congress?
It's not very prominent if there is. No, I didn't believe it.
Okay, because like, you know, Wiener and what's her name, Schultz would have belonged to it.
Diane Feinstein.
No, well, she's a senator.
Yeah.
But you know, you have this black caucus, right? So it's like all these blacks, right? And the common thread is of the people who belong to it is like they all have bitterness towards the white man. We all owe them something.
Yeah.
So there's all of that. There's the undercurrent, and Obama goes and talks to them yesterday, and he's saying to them, you know, I believe that we should make the billionaires pay the same tax rate as the Jew, the janitors, and this was like the all-time bad Freudian slip, and the reason why it was just bad was because of, in my opinion, where he was at the time. If he was talking on TV from the White House,
What the hell?
oh, it wasn't you spilling; it was that there's a leak at the bottom of it.
There's a leak in my bottle, dear Liza, dear Liza. What the heck?
What the hell is that?
Stop that, girl. Stop the...
Oh, the game's over. So the game is over. And so automatically the highlights come on or something. Oh man, that's embarrassing. Okay, this is a professional show. We're trying to do this professionally. Everything's going wrong right now. My glasses fell, and the water's spilling, and the game is over. Orioles won. Okay, that's good news. Okay, what is Kleideman saying? He's saying, Luke, you have a... Okay. Oh, we have the Federal Reserve caucus. Why are you looking over there? The game, we're watching over here. Okay, so what's happening? So, in my opinion, the worst thing that was of all of that was that
Jesus!
the worst thing about all of that was it was in front of all these black people. Because if it was in the White House lawn and he was just talking to the camera, you know, like maybe it's like a little bit of a slip or something. But given where he was at the time, and he was on stage talking to a bunch of blacks who already have like this undercurrent of anti-white rich man, you know, and they owe us something, and he accidentally slips out when he thinks of the word billionaire, and out comes the word, you know, the billionaires that who don't pay taxes, right? Who, you know, these people, and out comes the word Jew, you know, like. Well, where did that come from? Then you start to think, well, you know, the guy spent 20 years in a church that preached black anti-Semitism, you know, and all, you know what I'm talking about? With Jeremiah Wright? Yeah. You know, it's like, oh, like, you know, the Jews, the white man, he's holding us down and all this. And out comes this you know, it's like you're talking about these, and out comes the Jew thing. I mean, it's unbelievable to me. You know, if you can stop looking at the TV, we can have a nice replay of this tomorrow. Do you think you could do that for 2 minutes? You think you can do that for 2 minutes?
Well, maybe if you just sat so...
Do you know how bad you...